All right, congrats, Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it feel with those 2 medals around your neck?
It feels good. I missed the medal ceremony for the 10K because I went back to altitude, so they gave me them both today, which it feels good. Yeah.
Was that how you drew it up today?
Oh, not quite. Parts of it, yes. Parts of it, no. I honestly didn't think it would be a very fast race. My plan was to go with 3.5 laps to go, and have it be a strong enough move that it made people think about going or not. And I didn't expect Woody to go. I didn't expect me having to bridge the gap to get to Woody, and then I didn't expect Woody to move to the side when I got to him, so I had to lead again. So there were a couple variables that I didn't quite expect, but that's how racing is. It was a championship race and a lot of movement, and then when I went, I wanted it to be definitive, and I wanted to make that move all the way to the finish line, and I felt Abdi right on me, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be a fight. And yeah, when he went around me, I don't know when that was, maybe 250 to go. I had to dig. I mean, that was a strong move, and I was already going pretty hard for a while. So yeah, that took a lot out of me. That was a hard race, and Abiy Ahmed had a great one.
Did you?
Is that bringing out 2 gold like
It feels good. It feels really good. Last year, I missed the 10K team. Got an MRI the next morning, and had a messed up femur, and didn't line up for the 5K. So it feels really, really good to get it done twice, and be going to the Olympics and feel like I'm myself again, and having that confidence. It feels nice. Yeah.
Did you choose to? I guess when Abdi made his move, did you ever think of trying to hold him off on the back straight, or what was going through your mind at that moment?
I was actually kind of happy that he moved on the backstretch because it was kind of windy on that side. So when he moved, first of all, I knew I needed to get right on him, otherwise it was over. When you're that late in a race, if you give any space, it's so hard to come back. So he moved pretty definitively, and that's when I was like, okay, we're taking this to the line, because Abdi Hamid's a strength runner. He has really, really good closes at the end of a fast race, kind of a similar set of strengths to me. So I knew it was going to be a really good matchup, and got up to 250 to go, had to get on him, and then I knew it was going to be a fight. But I guess I could have tried to hold him off, but I didn't think it was wise in that moment, and I was already really tired. Yeah.
And are you planning to double in Paris?
I'm doubling in Paris, yeah.
What will you do for the next month, and will you race at all before the Olympics?
Yeah, so I'll head back to Park City tomorrow, take a few days easy. This is the week and a half of trials. It's like you build this up in your head for so long, you build your training around it, that when it's finally here and you finish it, whether it's good or bad, it's an emotional toll, and you got to let yourself recover. So I'll take a few days easy. Probably get out on a lake for 4th of July, chill out, but then once next weekend hits, it's back to work, and I'll race one more time between now and Paris. I'm doing the London Diamond League 3K, so that'll be my last hard effort before Paris. So it'll be good to get another or a little preview of some of the guys that I'll have to race in Paris, and get the legs moving a little quicker in a 3K, and I'm excited. This is like, you build a whole season, you build a 4-year plan around the Olympics. So it's finally here, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling healthy. So it's a good feeling.
What did these 2 results in Eugene tell you about your ability to contend for a medal in Paris?
Yeah, two kind of different races. The 10K, made a strong move and had a little bit of daylight, and didn't really have to dig on that final last lap. This one, a little different, a little more hectic throughout. I had to do a little more leading, and Abdi Hamid took me to line. So 2 different race styles. One, I'd say the 5K in relative terms a bit faster than the 10K. They're very encouraging. It's going to take even more to medal, of course. There's a lot of great athletes out there in the world, and a lot of great athletes that missed out on the team today. They're hard teams to make. So the fact that I was able to win them both, it feels really good, because I've never won the 10K before. I've won the 5K once before, but to do it, this year, being an Olympic year, to do it now, it feels good.
Cole Hocker had been so hot here. Did you think he'd be a factor in the race, and you kind of took care of that by your strategy, it seems like?
Yeah, I mean, Cole's a fantastic athlete. His 800 and 1500 speed is nothing to scoff at. I mean, he's I think he has a very good shot at medaling in the 1500. And he's a great dude. I like him a lot, and his skill set is very different than mine. So going into a 5K, my plan was to turn it into my race, because if I ran his race, he was probably going to beat me. He's very dangerous over the last lap, the last 800 meters. But if I can get away from him, that's a better shot for me. So playing to my strengths, when it'd be nice. I'm not a natural kicker. It'd be nice being a natural kicker because that's nice to have in your pocket. But the nice thing about being the strength grind guy is you can turn the race into your race. Whereas if you're a kicker guy, it's a little harder to turn it into your race. So, Cole was definitely, something a person to be considered in that strategy. Yeah.
Were you surprised there were 2 collegians behind you guys?
I was talking to Abdi Hamid about it after, and that's to do a whole NCAA season and then compete really well at the trials is so difficult. To still have energy, to still have mental energy and physical energy is really, really challenging to do. Really impressive by both of those guys. It's cool. I really like Parker. He's a good kid, and we had I had his college coach when I was in college. He's still coached by Coach Milt, and he does a great job developing young athletes into people that have their best running ahead of them, if that makes sense. So, I almost felt proud to see him in third. I really hope his points work out, that he can get on the team, and I don't know exactly how that stands, but he would be a great athlete at Paris. So, the college kids all around have been very impressive. In the sprints and jumps and throws, I feel like college athletes often do a little better than distance athletes when it comes to USAs and the trials, but the distance athletes did really well at these trials.
I think there was I think there was a meet record in every track race plus the javelin today. Could you feel that energy just kind of going around the stadium and track it?
Yeah, I mean, this is such a great environment. One of the reasons that I love racing in Europe is you get really good crowds, and this was a fantastic crowd. It rivals a lot of those European meets. So, it was fantastic. It is a super fast track. I trained on this track for a year, and I've raced on this track several times. It is a super fast track. So even when there's a little bit of wind, people can rip on this thing. You saw it at Pre-Classic. Since this track has been built, every year Pre-Classic is quick. USAs are getting quick. Trials are getting quick. This is a quick track. And then also it's just, everyone has built up to this meet. You have to be almost at your best self, if not your best self, today to make a team. So people are fighting for really important stuff. So it drags really fast meets. Yeah.
Which Diamond League meet are you targeting next month?
It's the London Diamond League, July 20th. I'm doing a 3K.
Rome?
What's that?
Which one did you say?
London.
London,
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
In that year of training that you had here, I guess that backstretch, what is it about it here? I guess it usually gets pretty windy back there. I mean, we just saw in the Bowerman Mile, that's where Josh made the move, took a risk, and then today Abdi Hamid tried to make that move in that backstretch. Did you pick up on anything here of the physical track layout?
So it is a little windy. If you look at the way the stadium is shaped, there's an opening right at the top of the backstretch, and often the wind kind of funnels right down. So the backstretch can get pretty windy. The home stretch can have a nice tailwind. That's something to be considered. Even when you look up, it's really strange because you look up and you see the flags and they're often still. But if you ask the guys that are on the track running, you feel a headwind on that backstretch. So, maybe a little bit of experience played into knowing that was coming and stuff. But it's still a fast track, even if there's a little wind. This is, it's one of the fastest tracks I've ever been on. BU is probably faster, but this is a fast track.
Appreciate it, Grant.
Yeah.